Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go. Gun, gun. Set. 180. Express. What is?
On 1st and 10, Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
20. Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, hey. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set. 180. 20.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The 1st carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Down right around the 25. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's Edwards, looking to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Edwards now from the gun. He'll throw. He's going to float this one. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
20. Do something.
Newton on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Come on now.
Play action. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now back out comes the offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Edwards to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Edwards. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Edwards on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
To throw is Edwards. Off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's Edwards, operating from the gun. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
20.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on this...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris in there to get him for a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Edwards. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Edwards. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Edwards looking to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. To throw is Edwards. A final shot before break. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Freeman again, a first down carry. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Handoff comes to Cook. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Zerline's kick is good. And And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Edwards. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Edwards, operating from the gun, going up top, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and his guys are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat, and I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Shoot some.
On 1st down, Newton. By Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Sharks got it left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Edwards now throwing on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Back now in the East Bay. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Now Edwards on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw. Edwards. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Edwards on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught off the deflection. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Newton to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. To the air again, Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Cam, option left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Perkins. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey!
Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Do some.
Throwing here, Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now here's whistles and another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oakland, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week.